Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you are doing well. We are back with another video on the channel. Hopefully you guys have been doing well. Hopefully your week was better than my week this week. I think a lot of sides that were in and around the top 1,000 were struggling a little bit in round 9. And apologies that this video is coming out a little bit later than normal. This is, I've been quite sick this week, over the weekend and going into the start of this week. So I'm just trying to get through a few videos here for you guys. So quick round 9 review. Overall rank for the round was 53,000, 1952, absolute dreadful. Copped Jaden Shorts, 0 on field as well, which was absolutely dreadful. Saw that news early on Sunday that he wasn't going to play, and I may or may not have forgotten to put the emergency from Bustlinger to El Hooley. Huge rookie mistake there. I knew from teams that Bustlinger and Hasty were out. It shouldn't have even mattered. The reason behind that was that utility spot. I wasn't set on what I was going to do Friday night with Boxall and Lewis Hayes. As soon as I knew that Boxall was coming into the side, I should have just put the defender on El Hooley. That was my fault completely. We left 82 points on the board there, which would have been a low 2,000 score, but still would have been better than having a 0 on field. So not what we want to see. Nazai Wanganeen-Miller, as I've said every week since we've been doing these videos, absolute gun. Just keeps ticking over. Did have a little bit of a niggle, but I think he'll be fine. Josh Dacos, frustrating in a game where I thought Fremantle would be quite dominant. And the ball being down in defence a bit more, a bit of a disappointing score. The Sydney boys ticking along all right, same with Luke Traynor. Nick Dacos, very frustrating VC to have, but Max Gawn repaid the faith. Jordan Dawson, heavy tag from Miles Bergman. Still wouldn't be panicking too much about a Jordan Dawson, but I think he'll be fine. Collingwood, tough matchup, but not known for seriously tagging. West Coast won't tag a lot. James Jordan probably can't go with a Jordan Dawson like a Bergman does. Brisbane don't tag, and Hawthorn, I doubt Finn McGuinness goes there. So I think Dawson into the bye will be fine. Brayshaw, Rosie, brilliant. Adam Chera, frustratingly went to half back in this one as well. So not what you really want to see from him, a top 3 midfielder there at Carlton, but situation was a needs must. Will Ashcroft is somebody I wanted to talk about because he's someone I started with, and he's had 2 poor games. He's had a 66 and a 41, but barring that, he's got 90, 115, 105, 101, 108, 119, 100. With low CBA numbers, and Melbourne, Hawthorn, Essendon, Adelaide, and then a couple tough games with GWS, Geelong. But you could just ride him all the way into the bye and then make an assumption or make a decision on him what you want to do with him post-bye. But he's been a great starting pick for me personally. But a lot of people were sort of questioning that. Lindsay. Long's probably the more disappointing one there because the potential was so high there to score well with a few midfielders out. But Long's fine. Lindsay, big red flags there. Break even of 60. Probably needs to go now. He's made his money and he can move on. Gone. Love Big Maxi. We knew Hawthorn wasn't the worst matchup to target if we needed a captain, and he delivered a 113. We take that all day long. Tristan Sherry, 116, has gone and put 4 116 plus scores in a row. He's back. Time on ground's high. Tackles are back as well. He had 8 tackles against Brisbane. He goes Nank and Cameron. Very happy owning him. Yes, the moves we made this week were a little bit sideways, but getting Tristan Sherry in, this is definitely the 1-2 ruck combo for the rest of the season. Forward line's the forward line. Jack McRae, he's going to be a bit up and down depending on the matchups, depending if he can get those marks as well. He only had 4 marks and 0 tackles, but I think with West Coast, Gold Coast, Melbourne before a bye, that's pretty favourable. I think he's still going to be okay. Bailey Smith is just, I didn't actually think he was going to be able to play to this level. Consistent 120 plus scores is just incredible. He has Port and the Doggies are a hard 2 to have, but he's just that good. Rankin saved it late with 2 goals in the last quarter. Didn't look great with 17 touches. Might be in need of a little bit of a rest, but again, I still think he's top 6 forward. That is okay. Levi Ashcroft, similar story. Spent a lot of time on the bench in the last. 6 marks was fantastic for him to get to an 84. And again, we got that benching decision right with Hugo Garcia. Petrarca and Caleb Daniel is a huge concern for the side. I think time to go now for Caleb Daniel. Break even of 112. Does not look like getting near that at all. I know Richmond's a juicy matchup, but he is really, really struggling. So that's where we're at. We're up to 4,000 overall, which isn't the worst because we can save it a little bit. For the team, I have made 2 early trades. It's Daniel to Philippou and Lindsay to Peatling. Again, I'm not sold on Philippou. He spent pretty much his whole time out of full forward. I think over the next couple of weeks leading to the bye, he'll get drip-fed some CBAs. So I think he'll be fine and he'll be able to make a bit of cash as well. Break even of 67. It's probably, as long as he can go 75, 80 this week, just to keep that break even down, that'd be fantastic. James Peatling is someone I've kept my eye on since Matty Crouch has come out the side. So Crouch didn't play against Gold Coast and Peatling went 112 and then he's gone 88, 117 in tough midfield matchups without Matt Crouch. I think all the way up to that round 15 by James Peatling is a great option. So I'm very keen on bringing him in this week. What I need help from you guys is what's going on with the Jaden Shaw, because I actually haven't heard it's a calf niggle, but I think he'll be okay. How do I also then utilise Hugo Garcia? Because I'd love to get Levi Ashcroft, Garcia and Peatling all on the field at the same time, but I obviously can't do that with the lack of flexibility in my side, in my midfield line. So a little bit hamstrung at the moment on what I can do. But that is what it is. Sardal Hooley now has the defender emergency on because I think his role in the side is relatively locked. So hopefully we can loop. I haven't looked at the fixtures too much yet. But that's where my side's at the moment. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do with my side. I'm not sold on Philippou, but I think it's a creative way to make some money. It leaves me with 64 grand in the bank going to Peatling, who's just at 800k with a break even of 56. So I think there's some cash to be made for Peatling between now and his buy. And if it means in round 15, you can go get a round 12, 13 or 14 buy midfielder in your side that's a premium, then he's done his job. So make sure you smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you get in the comments. Let me know what you're going to be doing. And I'll see you guys this week for our trade targets later on in the week.